Analia. All right, so I guess we're just going to kind of get started just to have an idea since we have just our 2 days this week. Hi, Aiden. We're literally doing Module 9, the last two, hi, Brooke, the last two Marketplace EverFi assignments, and then Module 10, Lesson 1, the course arc and the notebook, okay? So let me get to our next page. All right, so our bell ringer. Today is National Walk on the Wild Side. How are you going to let out your inner child today? What are you going to do that's going to kind of reminisce back to when you were a little kid? Hi, Isaiah. I've heard so far this morning watching like Disney or cartoons. One of my kids said something about having a certain food with their grandma because that's something that they used to do. Hi, Gabriel. Hi, Brooke. So what are you guys going to do to let out your inner child today? Anything? Hi, Melanie. Any cartoons? Any movie? Oh, play board games. There you go. Absolutely. Hi, friend Sean. Is William the only one who's going to let out his inner child? None of the rest of you guys have anything you want to add to it? No? All right. Well, then I guess since we're down to 2 days this week and we have quite a bit to get through, let's talk about different standards. So for Module 9 for EverFi, distinguish the costs and benefits of various investment strategies, including securities, stocks, bonds, with attention to compound interest, risk, and the methods of buying and selling investments, right? Because we're talking about the keys to investing and the investment game for Module 9. What I do want to do, though, let me go back, is I kind of want to go to Module 10, Lesson 1. I want to do the first couple of questions today before we get into EverFi. All right, so what I need you guys to do is to open up your Module 10, Lesson 1 course arc and your Module 10, Lesson 1 notebook. And as soon as you have them open, will you give me the thumbs up emoji so that I know you've got those open for me? Aiden's got his. All right, well, you guys are opening them up. What are we doing? We are looking at the basic principles of the Nevada Constitution. So we're going to compare and contrast Nevada Constitution to the federal Constitution. The Nevada executive, like the governor, lieutenant governor, and the executive branch in the state of Nevada compared to federal. The state legislature compared to federal. The state judiciary compared to the federal. Hi, Jamie Lett. And we're going to look at, like, you know, not only the state, but then also local governments as well. Okay, so that's kind of like what we are going to be doing with state and local government for Module 10, Lesson 1. I know Aiden has his open. What about the rest of you guys? You guys have your course arc and notebook open, I hope? Okay, Will's got his. The rest of you guys, I'm hoping, are slowly getting them open. So we know, let me go back to the introduction. So when you open up your introduction on your course arc, right, we know we're always going to go to the, hi, Ipu, the essential questions. So how does Nevada state government differ from the federal government? So, hi, Sadie. So in our notebook for Module 10, Lesson 1, we have the question number 1 is always, what is the essential question? So you're just going to Control-C copy, come over to the notebook, and Control-V paste. Okay. Hi, Magdalene. So I'm going to put the essential question into the chat as well. So you can just copy that straight into your notebook. So it says state and local governments carry out functions that the United States Constitution and federal government do not explicitly cover. Federal government was structured to allow the state governments to have their own constitutions, their own laws, and basically to govern their areas with kind of oversight by the federal government. So what you want, like, why does this relate to you? Over 80% of our population live in cities and suburbs today. Larger cities have larger need for services and an effective government and solutions to their problems. It is important to understand the structure of your own local government and how it functions. Hello, Melissa. We just did the essential question for Module 10, Lesson 1 in the notebook. We're going to move on to vocabulary. So obviously we have to get into the vocabulary itself. And a lot of these words should be you should feel very familiar with them. We talked about them in government. So, we have repeal. The legislature functions similarly to Congress. They can introduce, debate, approve new state laws, then evaluate, revise, or repeal laws that are no longer necessary. Remember, to repeal something is to make it go away, if you will. A township. So counties are often or generally divided into townships, like Las Vegas Township. We're going to talk about cities, towns, and townships and kind of the difference between them as we get through this lesson. A municipality, while the meaning of each municipality varies from state to state, all counties and municipalities are responsible for local government. Welfare, right? States tend to have public health programs that offer a public hospital. Well, we have quite a few here, right? Awareness programs such as immunization drives. We definitely learned about that from the Nevada Health District or Clark County Health District during the pandemic, and welfare programs for low-income families. And then every state has that, right? And there's different parts to the welfare program. Zoning. So land throughout Las Vegas is zoned for pre-planned uses such as commercial versus private property. Some areas that have houses are allowed to have like farm animals, and some areas are not. Okay. All right, so let's do our vocab really quickly, and then we'll do it in the notebook. So state and local governments have the ability to blank laws just like national government does. They can do what? What's the correct word for this definition? Can somebody give me the answer, please? Repeal. Good. Good. All right. Not all counties have a division with corporate powers like a township. Good. A city or town with corporate status and a local government is known as. It's the only other word that fits with a city. Yep, municipality. Good. Those on blank receive government assistance to ensure their economic and social well-being. Welfare. Okay. And then Nevada has some of the largest federal government zoning of land use in the country. And in fact, the federal government controls and owns 80% of the land here in Nevada. Right? Does everybody have this done on your course arc? I hope. All right. So let's go to the notebook. So literally the context clues and then your definition. So we're going to do this one at a time. So to repeal is to like revoke the laws is kind of my definition for that. Okay. And then I'm putting each one. So each row, hi Kaylani, I'm putting into the chat. So a township is a subdivision of a county. And no, you do not have to use the definitions that I came up with. You can use your own. A city or town, basically it's a local government, or another name for local government could be municipality. And welfare would be government assistance for those in need. And there's different levels, etc. And then zoning would be how land is classified and what restrictions there are for its use. All right. So the vocabulary, which is always question number 2, is in the chat. So we've answered it in the course arc. I've put it in the chat so you can add it to your actual notebook itself. Let's look at, remember on the notebook submission is where we find our rubric. So look, we got our essential question in there. So we got our full marks there. All 5 words are there with self-created definition, which is the second part in the notebook. And then we are going to finish the rest of the questions for Module 10, Lesson 1 tomorrow in class. So just remember, like, as we're looking at this, we're always looking at the full marks, okay? So we'll come back to the rest of the questions tomorrow. I want to move on to EverFi because I would like for us to finish out the Marketplace course lessons, okay? So here's what you guys are going to do. You're going to open up your Clever and you're going to click on your EverFi app. And let me show you. So you're going to open up your Clever. You're going to click on your app that says EverFi. Okay. And when you click on your EverFi, obviously mine's going to look different than yours. But when you click on yours, you're going to have 3 courses you can choose from. I want you to choose the Marketplace course. So you're going to open the Marketplace course. And when you open the Marketplace course, you're going to see we have 2 last items. We did Marketplace. We did the economy. We did startup to IPO. We are going to do keys to investing, so orangey red building, and then the investment game. Okay, so those are the 2 that you are going to complete today in class. Like literally, I want to get this done because we need to finish this out. And these are actually summative grades. And yesterday I sent out the failure emails. So if your grade is sitting there and you're kind of like, guys, we're week 4 of the last quarter of your senior year. So here's what you guys are going to do with me in class today. You're going to do the orange red building, the keys to investing. You're going to click on that tall building and you're going to complete the lesson and you're going to take the assessment at the end. That is when you take the screenshots, right? I want the entire screen. And I'm going to show you a picture in just a moment. Once you have completed the keys to investing and you've completed the assessment and you've taken your screenshot that you turn in, you are then going to go to the short little building that I pointed out at the, like in the foreground, and you're going to play the investment game. You're going to take the assessment at the end, and of course, you're going to take your screenshot. So I want you to complete these and submit your screenshots today because they are due today, and this completes the entirety of the Marketplace course. We still have 2 more courses in the EverFi area, if you will. So here I show you the picture, right? There's the keys to investing. Here's the investment game. At the end, remember, I need a picture like this, right? I need your entire screen, your computer screen. I need your tab that shows me the name of the lesson that you were doing. I need it to also show your name. and I need it to show me the percentage of your assessment, because that's the grade you're going to get. Okay. So remember, that's what we're doing for the screenshot. Why you're doing this with me is I'm getting a lot of kids who are having a hard time in what they're submitting. All right. So any questions on what I want you guys to be doing right now? Yes, no, some kind of response? Does that mean you don't want to do it, Will, or you don't have any questions? That is absolutely fine. Friend Sean, did you get yours in correctly? Did you go look to check your grade? Because I still have a lot of you guys not submitting the correct screenshot. Hi, Aiden. All right, so how about, let's see, it's 11:15, maybe 15 minutes to get your first one done? Yes, no. And Franchon, do you have anything that you owe me? Anything that's still open that you need to fix? That's okay, Aiden, you're back. We're working on the marketplace, keys to investing, and the investment game. Yes, no. All right, so if you have not already completed and taken the correct screenshot, everybody should be in the marketplace course, and you should be completing the keys to investing lesson right now while you're in here with me. And I'm going to give you guys like 15 minutes. So at 11:30, we're going to check back in and we're going to see where everybody is at. Okay. So do you guys want the thinking music? Yes. Okay. Give me a moment. Let me get to it. Hang on. Now I'm getting the little thinking dial. Maybe we'll have it. Maybe we won't. Maybe I have way too many things open. We might not get it. It looks like the video is not going to play on YouTube, and I don't know why. I know. I guess we're not going to have our music because I can't get YouTube, and I played it just last period. Hi, Ipu. Let's see. There we go. And then it stopped. And I don't know what. Maybe it's the music. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try this again. Oh, okay, Ipu. All right. I just tried a whole nother video and it just literally stopped. I guess it's YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. We don't have our music. I don't know why none of it is playing. Let me try another one. It literally stops and then it starts and then it stops. So I guess we are going to have to, we're not going to have our study music, guys. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. All right, so hopefully everybody is working on the keys to investing in the marketplace course for EverFi. Once you have finished that and you've taken your assessment, you're going to give me your screenshot and then you're going to complete the investment game. Remember, this is the visual that I need. The tab, your name, and your assessment grade. So as a reminder, in the module, let me go to the actual module so I can show you. There's a couple of things that are due today. You have your EverFi keys to investing, your EverFi investment game. We're in module 10 where we had started. You have a page on registering to vote and what is selective service. I just need you guys to read that. There are some links that you can utilize, especially for selective service for my 18-year-old gentleman, because that you have to register for that when you turn 18. But so yeah, we started the course arc in the notebook. We'll finish that tomorrow. You're finishing up EverFi and you're going to check these two out today. The register to vote and selective service. So keys to investing, the investment game, registering to vote, and selective service. Those are all due today. That's why you're hanging with me. The keys to investing in the investment game, summative grades. And after I had to send out those failure notices, these are super, super important that we get those done. Okay, so let me go back so you know exactly what it is that you are working on. And then I am here if you have questions. Does everybody understand what we are doing? All right, so I'm going to check back with you guys in about 10 minutes and see where everybody is at. I'm going to look and see if I can see what I can see with what's going on with YouTube. Okay, and I think since this is all we are doing today, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now. And we'll do definitely way more recording tomorrow.